What's your name and what do you do?
My name is Tina. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the owner of Hair Epiphany and also Her Epiphany. Hair Epiphany is a beauty salon that's owned by moi, and I do natural hair, weaves, sell wigs, / boutique. The vision came when I was 11 years old, and I discovered I knew how to do hair. And I began to do my friends' hair, their parents' hair, and then it continued on from there. I had a lot of support, actually. It was a little rocky starting off, when you're young, you're starting your business, people want to, pay less, you do more work. However, I feel like it was a plus for me because I started early and I was able to build that tough skin against certain things that people start off in their late 20s in this industry. So I was a little bit ahead of the game. Well, I wasn't ready to flip the switch because I was always about making the money. I so happened to get into a situation where I was in a car accident. 2 weeks before that, someone came up to me and asked me, "Who did your hair?" And I was like, "Me." She was like, "You know where you belong." And I was like, had goosebumps all through my body. And I was like, oh my gosh. At that time, I was in the nursing field. And I was working 3 jobs at that time. And I got into a car accident 2 weeks later where I couldn't work any longer. So I had no choice but to go to hair school at that point. Not necessarily. It was more so of a shock, me having to slow it down and get my license. It wasn't tough at all for me. Not at all, because it was natural. People came from all different backgrounds. I was more of a mentor, I felt like, for my classmates. They had a lot of respect for me. And I'm still friends with some of them to this day. After hair school, I jumped the gun, as you would say. I went straight into, I went into a salon for maybe 6 months to a year. And I was like, I can't do this. And the entrepreneur side of me was just like, get your own business. So I went into having my own salon pretty early in my 20s. The pay.
So is it like a weekly or is it monthly?
Commission.
Oh.
Commission was more so when you're first coming in, 60-40. You get the 60, they get the 40.
Because you had already been involved in doing hair yourself, this was definitely, like if this had been your first experience, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad for you, but you were used to getting all the money.
Yes.
And then having to chop it up,
I couldn't do that. I moved and I went into a salon called Sabian's.
Where was that?
This was up on Liberty Road. Sabian's.
In Randallstown?
Yes.
Okay.
Was the party of a lifetime salon. Everybody came there. I worked maybe from 7 in the morning to 5 a.m. in the morning sometimes.
So a lot of clientele.
A lot of clientele. This was before the economy kind of went down.
So we're talking early 2000s.
Right.
Yeah. So women really concerned with their hair, wanting to have their hair done. So how often are women coming, in between appointments? How much time passes?
Between appointments?
Yeah, with the same woman.
Some could be a week.
Wow.
Others 2 weeks. Others 3. Some 4.
Yeah.
It depends on the person and, their lifestyle and how particular they are about their hair. Yes. I've pretty much most of my life dealt with certain clientele in my profession. Pretty much the working class. And they tip pretty good. Once they build a relationship with you, they tip pretty good. I feel like once you become a professional or an entrepreneur, you're the boss of your business, and you shouldn't allow people to tell you what they're going to pay or, dummy your prices down.
So women come in the shop, and what if they say, they don't really know what they want done? How do you determine what you suggest for them, or how do you lead them in a certain direction, or what do you do if they don't know what they want, because they want something different?
We sit down, we go through a consultation of what they would, what kind of style they prefer, what mood they're in, how they want to look, if you're going out versus going to work, it depends on, your lifestyle as well.
So that's interesting. I never thought about that. So it's, a lot of other factors involved with this hairstyle.
Yes.
How long they want to keep it and
right.
stuff like that.
Correct.
And then, so that trust and that bond is built between the stylist and the customer.
They pretty much become your family / patients.
So you develop this relationship. So just like in the barbershop, where guys are talking and having relationship discussions or music discussions or sports discussions, what is the discussions in the shop? What are y'all talking about?
Home, family, men, work, health, emotions, mental health, everything.
So in the early 2000s, that was still the time when you had people coming in the shop trying to sell stuff, or
that was the best ever.
So you liked that part?
Yes.
So, they were coming through with clothes, purses, movies, music.
Because we would get the top. We would get the best of the best. Those were the days. I miss them.
I think that after the economy crashed, like a little while after this, I guess maybe like the late 2000, maybe 7, 8, the economy changed a little bit, and things changed up, and we started seeing the emergence of establishments where you had multiple salons together, but individually, but together.
Right.
What did you think about that model?
I don't
versus what
necessarily the difference between then and now.
Yeah.
As far as the suites.
Right.
I feel like it's more personal now.
More personal.
More personal than before. Because at that time, back then in the early 2000s, it was an open salon. everybody's in everybody's business, and you could chair hop so easily. People could take your clientele easily. It was just a lot of drama with the open salon. Now to the personal suites, it's more intimate, more professional, with clients that may be suffering from medical conditions, or clients that just want to come in and have peace, because when you had the full salon, they had barbershops in there as well. So the guys were kind of like, all over the women. Women don't like that in a salon. They come to get, their hair done and relax. For me, I can't really speak on that because I was in the industry before they switched over. So a lot of my clients have been with me for years.
Yeah, and I suppose the trust is, I guess, the initial acquiring of the client happens outside of the salon, and then they come in and get the work done, or how do you meet someone to do their hair?
Well, when it was an open salon setting, I more so would go out and pass out my cards. I would go out to clubs and promote the business. Different types of events, because I've been involved in different industries as well. Party promoting, photography, that also helped my business, where I could build relationships outside of the salon, fashion shows, stuff like that. So those things kind of helped me promote. My suite is at 6524 Ricestown Road, Suite 110. It's actually at Ricestown Road Plaza, and it's on the outside of the plaza. Right. I actually own my own salon across the street as well, in my own open setting salon. So I got a chance to be the owner of a salon that I had stylists as well. And like I said, the suite setting is more intimate. So I decided to, transfer from doing that to a smaller setting.
And you like it better?
I love it.
And so, is your book open? Do you still take new clients?
Yes, I still take new clients.
So for you were able to have your epiphany because you knew what you were good at and wanted to do early. How do you suggest folks find their epiphany?
Well, it comes with a lot of experience, life trials, and I want to say self-evaluation. Putting all of those things together to bring balance in your life so you can move forward. That's how I built Her Epiphany. I didn't just want it to be about hair. I wanted it also to be about, life experiences, growing, becoming, evolving.
So Her Epiphany, what can folks expect to see on your show?
People can expect to see us talking about life, motherhood, women, how we develop and build relationships, life experiences, health, beauty, fashion, entrepreneurship, and did I say relationships? Relationships.
So that is great, and I am sure that being an entrepreneur and running your business, and maintaining relationships and family has been a journey.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely look to get to that in other episodes.
They can reach out to Her Epiphany at gmail.com.
How can folks stay in touch with you on social media?
You can stay in touch with me on Facebook at Her Epiphany at facebook.com, and also Her Epiphany on Instagram. Thank you for tuning into Her Epiphany on this beautiful day. I'm Tina, and we'll be looking forward to you tuning with us again. Have a blessed day.